Being the best is hard work. You need something to keep your body operating at peak performance. Whether it's energy to fuel your effort, hydration to replace what's lost, or recovery to start the rebuilding process after pushing yourself to the limit, Gatorade will help you go the distance. Being an elite athlete means getting there early, because you'll settle for nothing less than the best. It means repetition, doing the same things over and over again until they become second nature. And even when times are tough, it means not giving up and getting right back out there to keep your dream alive. Because you know you'll do whatever it takes to get to the top. And if you want to be the best, you can't forget about the details. And it all starts with the shoes.
Bargnani, and it's the five. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice.
Against Smith and Moore kicks to Novak. And it's Moore penetrating. And that's collected by the Machine. The Machine's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He's been an absolute non-factor. Zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
Well, you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
Moore passes to Gibson. Butler at the elbow. Rebound by Anthony. Anthony's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Yeah, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and it's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Macy, he's checked in for the Knicks. Hardaway comes in for Smith.
You know, even though he's bite-sized compared to the big men on the floor, he's done some really tall work on the board.
McDermott with the double team. Takes the three. No good from the machine. Bulls trail by 9. The three. McDermott can't get it to go.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
Puts it up from 17. No good from the machine. The Bulls shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Tries from 10. Nice shot by McDermott. The Knicks leading by 7. Goes up the baseline. It's good. Nice touch there from the machine. The machine's got 45 points.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him. And he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
This all no good. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Rose with the double team. Kicks to Stoudemire. Pass to the machine. From downtown, that's good. And now it's a 12-point Knicks lead.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Feeds it to Rose. The three. Good. Rose has got 9 points now in just the second half.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
This is to Hardaway. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Rose.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You can see that there.
Here's the machine. Off target with his three. Now here's McDermott. Gasol, a screen on Hardaway. McDermott with it. Now Anthony defending. Nice shot by McDermott.
Well, after all those struggles in the first half, he has really picked it up here in the second.
The Knicks leading by 8. Here's the machine. Anthony right side. Out to Hardaway. Clock at 6. Here's the machine. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. The machine's got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, another open jump shot there. Their defense not putting up much of a fight.
How does it feel? Huh? You don't know me.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, guys. For that break, I was able to catch the message Tom Thibodeau was giving to his team. The three-pointers obviously have been hurting them, and he told his players, we've simply got to play them tighter on the perimeter. We can't afford to give them these wide-open looks. Kevin?
Hardaway, no good.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Here's Mirotic. Second shot opportunity. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Gasol.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside. Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
The Bulls shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. outside Rose. He feeds it to Gasol. Back to Rose. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Well, the score has a lot to do with that, Clark. Just based on that, you'd think the rebounding gap would be huge.
Outside Butler. Gasol setting the pick for Butler. And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 5th assist in this one. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
No good from the machine. Bulls trail by 10, and here they go. Here's McDermott. Another one falls for Chicago.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Hit his foot, and the official saying it was kicked. And 1:01 left in the game. Butler with the block. Now Rose from the wing. The rebound by the machine.
Nobody anywhere close to him. Where's the defense? He's got to make that shot, though.
Drills the three-pointer. The machine's got 56 points in the game.
And the crowd here, of course, not happy about the outcome. But you know what? We saw a team tonight that came in prepared to do battle on the road, and they clearly wanted the win.
You know, they were determined to steal this game, and they showed it, Steve. Played harder and got the job done.
From past the arc, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Rose. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Rose has got 36.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
The Knicks shooting very well right now, 52% in this fourth quarter. No good from the machine. The Bulls shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. McDermott, no one around him. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Gasol.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on it.
Here's the machine. And the shot no good, a bit short.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
So it's New York picking up the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Well, you absolutely torched them from the outside tonight. Did you feel like you could hit from just about anywhere on the court?
Yeah, but that's how I feel every night, Doris. You know me? When you're the best shooter in the world like I am, that's just how it is. My man Clark is always talking about in the gym range, you know? Well, I have zip code range, so tell him he can use that.
Well done. Kevin, a young man, always looking for more.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game.
Yeah, only one. Does she have buns? That's cool. Oh no, she didn't. You hesitated. She didn't have buns. She. Ow! Like it with the Rico. Alright, Emmett. You look. Bob. You seen the video of Kevin Hart doing the Trey song?
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will. And unfortunately, we've seen too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other side.
I still know where I got that.
Jamming that one home.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
3 consecutive. Watch out now.
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You rim with a two-handed slam. Nice hops and determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce out of fast break points. Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that
jam right there. Clark, some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points.
Gives it straight down. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get
shots. I mean, it might seem like it because of his percentage that he's in close, but he's putting up those numbers from outside. Advantage for them already. And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Try to stuff the alley-oop.
I love the aggressiveness with their approach, pounding the ball inside, and it's working.
They are on. Oh, what a throw down there, man.
Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything with both hands and rips it down.
Boy, how's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, it sure was. I mean, he didn't waste any.
It straight down.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And he dunks it down.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
This was like she.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one
The
of
girl
the
shitted. I know ivy is a flower. It's just a blue ivy.
That'll drop your jaw.
Textbook example there of how to use
It's a blue
defense
ivy.
to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yo, this shit is
A little bit of a
funny as hell.
magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
I'm never gonna cut ass though. My first time playing it, I fell off the
This
bed. That
crowd
shit.
is hammered home. Nice hops and determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce and right.
New York.
Boy, don't you just admire that tenacity he shows out on the floor?
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely.
Finishing it off.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there. Between the eyes.
What a floor leader he's been at the offensive end.
You know, he's done. Boy, right now, it's really tough to stop Rowe.
And Lopez throws it down.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something. Lopez throws it down.
You know, he may not have the elevation or the hops. He doesn't need it, though. The big fella throwing it down anyway.
He usually does save the high fly. Slams it in.
Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
Up high and down hard. That's right.
That's right. You use it, brother.
3, 2, 1, blast off. He's got into orbit for that. I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, Wilkins slams it in.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah.
Dunk at the end of the break.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within.
Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons.
Finished off by Shumpert.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there. By Anthony.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket.
Oh, watch out now. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just A.R. Smith with the slam.
Now they've gotten something out of just about every possession, and their defense has been just as good. Masterful performance.
Slams it in.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. Fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is...
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks.
Off with a one-handed jam. He is capable, Clark, of some incredible athleticism.
And we just got a chance to see it.
Dunked by Shumpert.
Oh, man, they are just putting a hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's working, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show.
He jams it straight down.
Now that is rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some style points too, Kevin.
Throws it down.
That's exactly what you want coming off a steal. Get into transition, find an easy basket.
Yes, sir, the ideal fast break.
Really changing the way the league does business. Teams like the Knicks and the Lakers and the Celtics.
At the end of the break.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet the difference? You know, he may lack grace, but his length makes up for it. He can still throw it down.
Well, you don't have to be a fantastic leaper when you're his size.
Well, it's too bad. Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Now that's no run-of-the-mill putback there.
Well, the rebound, no question, powered it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that. Force him to operate in the half court. This won't get it.
I like the...
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run. Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely, those dunks can really...
Searching for his first points of the game. Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they... Oh, kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane.
I bet his teammates love playing with him. He's distributing the ball perfectly.
Well, he keeps everybody happy. And
Ball gets the assist. Jordan's got his first 2 points.
Griffin created the space for that shot. He just side. That's the only thing. Allen Iverson is a speed merchant. Chris has tremendous and deceptive.
Paul's got the first basket of the game for Charlotte.
Yeah, you love the tenacity, guys. His will to win, his love of the game is just beautiful.
Defender in the league. Dre himself said, I used to always joke with my coaches, I could play defense in my sleep. But it's not just natural ability, he said.
He improved his field goal and three-point percentages pretty much every season.
Yeah, he just has a great love for the game, Kevin. A flair for the dramatic on the court, but most importantly, the dedication.
Throws on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful...
Slams it in.
Very impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand.
Nice silky finish on the alley-oop.
That sequence, I don't think Clark could have been executed any better.
Stupendous feed.
Boy, I hope we see a few more of those.
Finished off by Griffin, the rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. A good job getting it started. It's really hard for young teams over the course of a season.
Impressive play there, and they have been really good offensively.
Piling up the points en route to this.
And throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass. Then there's Al Farouk Aminu, and it's Galloway in at the point.
How many times have we seen a possession like this? Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big, big moment in this game.
And then Carter with the jam.
You got to feel pretty good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just right.
How about that basketball, man? Wow. Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
Iguodala and an emphatic alley-oop jam.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
DeAndre
Jordan with the basket.
He's putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively, it has all been working. Good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Yeah, it's one thing to create a turnover, but to so alertly turn it into a Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great. Nasty. Absolutely. Phil.
Teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bring her down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
That is on Ty Lawson.
Yeah, he didn't even bother to wait around for any help on that break.
That was a one-man job all the way, Steve. He knew what to do with it and when.
He jams it straight down.
I tell you what, you gotta love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball.
Rim rattling, two-handed jam.
Well, he continues to light it up. He's the leading scorer in this game, guys.
With the jam. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man. Guys, there's a lot of blocked shots through the first two quarters.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a...
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
Well, if not 100% safe, certainly 95%.
Jams it with authority.
And check out the bounce.
Bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right, showing him no question, powered it down.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not...
And Duncan throws it down hard.
Now, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing that lead. Was unreal.
Mark it up. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this.
Scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not?
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a mistake on the slam dunk.
Now, they're really doing a nice job of stringing together solid possessions and building that lead up.
They'll stay in control of this game if they can just...
Smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Alley-oop through.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Down with a nice jam.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger class. Rivers and Gordon. Davis and Ashik patrol the paint. And it's Selmans in at the three.
Excellent communication between teammates on the... That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Yeah, it really does allow your offense to
get a hand on it. The defense was pretty good right there, but just not good enough.
He was determined to get to the rim.
Yeah, he really was. And he was going to go through whatever and whomever.
That one up and powers it through. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking.
Davis finishing it off. And New York leads by 15.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
And it's John Wall in for Rose.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play.
1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, it's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
Just slam it down. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely.
Meyer slams it in.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming with inside.
Oh, what a huge play. Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they played at both ends.
He makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Boy, look at the big ups, Clark.
Major bounce there. I mean, he can fly, folks. Really fly.
Slam dunk to finish it off.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that. Flush down with a nice jam. Clark, can you believe it? A point guard who can soar like that?
Man, I tell you what, that's a major elevation.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop. And it's Wade with the jam.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
Ridiculous.
Pour it down that
He has a highlight, slams it in.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, with the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense as good a job.
With a two-handed dunk.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the...
And New York with the triple.
Yeah, what a hustle play right there, fellas. The energy, the passion. Love the way he plays.
It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
Play up off the glass. 7 points for Amon Shumpert.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man.
Oh, watch out now.
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that. How about that basketball, fan?
Beautiful.
Wow. Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop.
Waiting for a team, or coughing up the ball at one end, and then it turns into immediate points at the other end.
And it's just as much of a boost for the team.
Dunk by Iguodala.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah. To put fans in the seats. Those who bought season tickets last season got season tickets for this season for free. That meant tickets.
What a huge play.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that.
Scoring in that win came from unexpected places, from guys who don't typically get a lot of minutes.
And you know what? Those guys on the bench, they practice every day too, even if they don't get credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list. Impressive play there, and they ridiculous.
Pour it down that time.
Boy, you can feel the
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a
Mistake on the slam dunk.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it. Here's the slam dunk to finish it off. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to.
The forcing. His finishes can be dazzling, especially Clark at his side.
Well, you look at a guy who doesn't have the height of some other big-time dunkers.
How about that basketball,
Wasn't that
fans?
beautiful?
Wow.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get, and then Durant with the dunk.
They built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
The jam by J.R. Smith.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loved being fairly pedestrian. A few times it's looked like they're about to turn the corner, but they just haven't been able to sustain that winning momentum.
Macy's got a second bucket tonight. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Knicks?
Boy, they're French.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
When he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand Thomas. Outrageous. Every shot they're taking right now seems to be finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They are absolutely rolling.
Slammed in by Splitter.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession. Look out. Down below. Wow.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim. Shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there.
Flushed down with a nice jam. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attack.
Flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
So on the 5. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no
Slams it in.
Boy, the kind of moment you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the... And that one is stuffed right through.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing
Consecutive timeouts. They've reduced their number overall. You know, the idea is to hold viewers' attention and provide time certainty for the broadcasters.
firing players back on the court quickly after the timeout. The commissioner even talked to owners about shortening the game to 40 minutes, so less...
Two-handed jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
He's finishing it off.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Rim is shaking. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here tonight.
Hammer time!
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
Goes in for the dunk.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the...
Man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now. 1:04 left in the third quarter.
Punches it down with pop.
And rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Well, they're not.
By J.R. Smith.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening.
Oh, man, what a play.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
5 guys, Clark, are threats to score. That makes it so tough on the defense because now you can't account for everybody when the ball's moving so quickly.
And by Anthony.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of...
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Jamming that one home.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chance.
Ridiculous. Tore it down that time.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now.
Looky here. How about that one? That play. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
And Green slams it in.
Impressive play there, and they have been really good offensively.
Piling up the points en route to this big lead, guys.
No question, powered it down.
You know, the defense that time was just content to stay out of the way. I mean, no resistance at all. They let him do exactly what he wanted to right there.
Steve, no
what throw down there, man. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they put.
Watch out now. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Two-handed jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now, what a huge play.
An absolute gem of a throwdown there.
A little extra dose of flair on that one. Some style points for sure. Green slamming it down. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back.
And keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
You know, how exciting is it, guys, to see him go hard to the basket like that? I love it.
It is flushed down with a nice jam.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him to miss those.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play.
Look out, man.
Whole rim is shaking.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No
hands to jam it in. Like some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of contested. That really made it a tough shot. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have...
what a throw down there, man. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the he jams it straight down.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
Jams it with authority.
You know, for a player with his explosiveness, that was ATM time. Cash, money, the easy way.
Yeah, that kind of defense.
They do have a foul to give here.
Yeah, you might see them use that at some point. I would. And once he took off, it looked like the defense just had no interest in getting in his way.
That's one where you just...
Braun throws it down.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim. A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd.
No question, powered it down.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk. Releases one from three.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up.
Sit down.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes. Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into it.
And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his fourth assist in this one. And by Anthony.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening.
That is good. And it's an 8-point New York lead.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now.
No mistake on the slam dunk.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like that. I mean, some coaches might...
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the...
And the dunk by LeBron.
And again, a few more points added to the lead. They might be ready to pull away here.
I wouldn't be surprised, Steve.
George finishing it off.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, ridiculous.
What a move.
Tore it down that time. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge.
Both hands to slam it down.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They have really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection.
On the breakaway jam.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at
Their way today.
And the dunk by LeBron.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning too.
Down with a nice jam. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark there, and that one is stuffed right through.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra. George finishing it off.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team one on Rose.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end. That's losing basketball. He's just tangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
Yeah, just the one mate.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play. Man, that was unreal. Mark it up. That's one of the better jams you'll ever see right there.
Yeah, you know, some guys come out the high fly.
This goes to Russell. That's now 8 points for lights out.
And their shooting really starting to pick up here. In the
Show me proof.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. Floor is open. Take care of business. Pumpkin off.
Okay.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
I spend a lot of time with Stacy.
One of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now. It's a real alley-oop.
She said, she's like, no, this is actually, she said, I come when your mother's there. I was like, oh, hell no.
I
Huh?
really think that's the area they want to work the ball this year. It takes passing like that to get it done.
But I don't smoke, so that's it. Isn't that?
Sure about this win.
No, I could guard it small. I could, no, the height don't. Get dunked on.
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the... Wow, that was unbelievable.
Wait, is this still double XP for Prison Break? Oh, wait, double.
And LeBron throws it down.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Not sure how that didn't go down. Excellent communication
You do,
between
but
teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you
see,
need to pull that
see.
off.
Well, both ends of that play just fantastic.
Off by DeRozan.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get caught. Oh, man, that was unreal. Mark it up.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons This team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark there.
I think he can, just because she called me a thought. Yeah, yeah, he definitely could get that thought.
If they're not there already, Steve, just a tremendous all-around game.
A slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never prodigy. And it's paying in for Paul.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden...
Subbed in for LeBron. Nice hops and determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there, easy looks.
Boy, this guy just plays with a love of the game. You can see it, how he prepares, his work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. When he hits the floor, it is all basketball.
Banks in the layup. Anthony's got 12 points in the game.
He's got the firepower, feeling the rhythm here, going 5 for 5 so far.
Offensively, I like what I see.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Goes in for the dunk.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. They've got to pad their lead.
So there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here.
Doris Berg. Hey, Doris.
Hi, guys. The Machine in their last game against the Cavaliers had a huge game.
It's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've completed.
How
about that, basketball
Wasn't that
fan?
beautiful?
Wow.
It's not possible what we just goes down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to...
Ridiculous.
What a move.
Tore it down that time.
Nasty. Absolutely.
Yeah. I did a fantasy draft, though.